All right, welcome. I'm Chris McGee, the coach Dave Miller with me. This is WCC Media Day right here at Time Warner Cable Sportsnet in El Segundo, California. St. Mary's. First up, senior Bo Levesque, and of course Randy Bennett, the coach, 12 years, the winningest coach in St. Mary's history. Coach, I'm going to throw this at you. There's only 4 teams in the country that have won 25-plus games 6 years in a row. Duke, Kansas, the Zags, and you. What does that say about your program? Well, that's great company. I
tell our players efficient. We're efficient, and that's what we hang our hat on, is trying to do things right every day, and it's paid off for us. We've had a lot of good things happen for us to make that number happen. But yeah, I think our guys are pretty dependable, pretty efficient, and so that's what we're trying to be.
Well, Randy, the big question nationally: who replaces and how do you replace Matthew Della Vedova?
Yeah, no, not one guy. That's by committee deal. And so just as far as a position, we'll put Stephen Holt there, and he's a heck of a player in his own right. So he'll be fine there. But just Matt goes way beyond just the point guard. The leadership, the toughness, the belief, all those things. There's so many things that he has left in our program, and I think we'll benefit from that because these seniors have been able to watch this guy and have a better idea how to lead, and Bo is one of them. He'll help replace the leadership piece.
And Bo, we're going to get to you in a second. Will you tell us about Bo, Coach? Why he's here today and what kind of kid he is?
The first question you asked me is what Bo is. He's efficient, and he's a model for us as far as doing things right. We raised the bar a certain level. He's an achiever. Academically, he was student of the year in our health phys ed department last year, which is, we've never had that before. He's a 2-time all WCC, all academic guy. And so he's a very good student, he's a very good leader, he's a very good player. He averaged 11 a game last year. Nobody knows that, and that's fine. That's fine with Bo. Bo understands it's about how we do. And so his leadership, his toughness, his ability to try and achieve the highest level he can achieve is very good.
How different will your offense look without Matthew running it?
Not much different. The thing Matt can do at a high level, or can do at a high level, is his vision. He sees roles that other people don't see on a pick and roll. He sees guys lifting on the weak side. So that nobody's going to be able to do that. But as far as our offense, it'll look very similar.
Bo, what's the personality of this team this year? You know, every year you lose some guys, you gain some guys, you got to mix that team chemistry. What's it looking like so far?
A lot of speed. Our team is in really good shape, really fast. Definitely going to be a little up and down. Great shooting team, and we got big guys, and we're pretty deep too, so we have guys that can come at you defensively, and we'll always have guys fresh, ready to go.
Do you have a personal goal this year? Outside of the team goal, obviously, is there something that you worked on in the offseason or that you want to achieve?
Not really. I mean, I obviously just want to do whatever I can to help our team be successful. So whether that requires scoring a certain number, rebounding a certain number, or whatever it takes, just want the team to win games.
Bo, 2 straight years you've been selected to the WCC All-Academic Team. So that tells me you're a pretty smart guy.
Smarter than us, Coach.
No doubt. Randy Bennett is entering his 12th season. He's averaged 21 wins a season as the head coach at St. Mary's. What makes him such a good head coach?
I mean, he figured out what it takes to be successful, and he keeps repeating the process. He's a very he does very similar things each year. I've been there for 5 years now, and it's a very similar process, and it works, and so he sticks to it, and none of the wins keep coming.
So if it's broke, you don't fix it. Here's another question I have. Does he spend more time on offense or defense in practice?
Pretty balanced. We definitely spend a lot of time on defense, but you got to make sure we spend some time on shooting, running through our plays, but we definitely spend a lot of time focusing on different kinds of defensive fundamentals and then defensive arrangements and stuff, so a little bit of both.
Coach, we talked about replacing a few of the guys that have moved on. Can you give us some newcomers that can make an impact on this team that we don't know yet?
Yeah, I think we had a guy sit out last year named Garrett Jackson. He transferred from USC. He'll play the 4 and 3, and he'll be an impact player for us. He could be a starter, it could be a leading scorer type guy, but I don't know whether we'll bring him off or whether he'll start. But he and Bo play the four, and I feel we're really good at that position because of those two. So he'll be in there. I think we have a junior college transfer named Kerry Carter who's been playing really well, and surprisingly well for a guy just been with us practicing 3.5 weeks. So I think those two. Calvin Hermanson's a freshman from Oregon. He's had an ankle sprain, so he hasn't been able to do as much, but he'll be an impact player. He can really score the ball. And then I think we have an Australian, a 6'9" kid named Dane Pinot he's probably impressed me as much as any of them in the first 3.5 weeks of practice.
You know, we know how hard it is to play on your home court, and you have a great advantage. What's the toughest venue outside of St. Mary's to play in this league?
Gonzaga. I mean, they for a number of reasons, but they have very good players. They're well coached, and they have a great atmosphere. I don't know if there's many venues that we play in that are tougher than that one.
What about for you? It's how much fun is it playing at home? You guys have really, especially on the national scene. I mean, people compare yours to a lot of the big time schools. It's a lot of fun when we see them on TV. We're loving it. I mean, great crowd support, great fans. It must be a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, I love playing in McKeon. I mean, yeah, like you said, the crowd support is great. Like the fans really get behind us, which is awesome. And we definitely, I'm glad that I'm playing for St. Mary's when I'm playing in that gym because it's pretty tough for some other teams.
Bo, who's the toughest defender on this squad?
On our squad, I don't know. We got a couple tough guys. I'd go back and forth between either Jordan Giusti or Stephen Holt. They're both two pretty high-level defenders.
Coach, how much have you seen this conference grow, especially over the last few years? It just seems like it's getting deeper and better. Now you add UOP.
Yeah, no, that's the fun thing. This league I've been in this league since '86. I was out for 2 years at Idaho and 2 years at St. Louis. But other than that, I've been here the whole time. So it's really grown. It's really taken off in the last, I'd say, 5 years. I think Jamie Zaninovich has done a great job as commissioner. And the TV exposure we get now, shows like this, preseason, media press conferences to start the year, those are things we never had. And then the caliber of the leagues, adding BYU has really helped our league. Now Pacific, it's a natural fit for our conference. And so it's been, I really don't even think we get the recognition yet that we're worth. Like, I think our teams are very good. Like BYU in that NIT last year, I knew they were going to be a handful for people to beat, and they ended up losing to Baylor in the semis, and that was a good game. But they were a good team not to be in the NCAA tournament. Gonzaga ended up being number 1 in the country last year, and people they don't understand how good the teams are in our league. There's other good ones that people never get to see because they're not in the NCAA tournament, but we have good balance in our league.
Coach, we talked nationally. You're the winningest coach in the history of this school. You've had plenty of opportunities to leave. Why do you always opt to stay at St. Mary's?
There's a lot of reasons. So I'm happy is number one. And I think be careful what you wish for sometimes. I'm happy where I'm at. Why mess with it? So I love the players we have. Love the people I work with. My kids are in a great place. Moraga is a great place to live. Bay Area is a great place to live. So there's so many positives. I can't cover them all, but bottom line is I'm happy and we have a good program. I think we can be highly successful in the future also where I'm at, so there's no reason to leave.
Bo, I'm going to put you on the spot. There's a weekly show, WCC this week. I know you record it and I know you watch it religiously because Coach and I are on it, and we appreciate that. Every week there's a feature on a player. Who from your team should the WCC be looking at to do a feature on? Who's got a good story? Who's a great personality? If you had to pick one guy.
Ooh, if you want to think of a great story.
Besides yourself.
Of course. A great story would be Paul McCoy. Come back from battle through some serious knee issues, had 3 ACL tears, so he's a great story just of perseverance. But personality-wise, Brad Waldo's always going to be a fun one to interview and have him walk you around. So
I like that.
Well, I was kind of hoping you would have said Coach, because I want to ask you
I
this.
thought you were going players.
If you were to go into Coach's car right now, Taylor Swift or Kanye West, what's playing?
I don't think either of those.
All right, so what would be playing?
I actually have no idea. Probably like sports talk. I don't have no idea.
Little sports
actually.
talk radio.
You need to
coach?
spend more time with Coach Ryan.
Get some more car rides with Coach B is in order.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Good luck this year. It must be fun to be the smartest guy on the set too. Congratulations to you. It's never happened.
Are you talking to him?
Coach and Bo, great job, man. We appreciate you guys are the
Thank
first
you.
ones.
Thank
You
you.
killed it. Coach,
Thanks.
good
Yeah.
luck with
Great
everything.
job.
We appreciate
Good seeing
it.
you
St.
guys.
Mary's, one of the great programs, not just in WCC, but in the country.